The debut album, it ended up being considered a commercial failure, right? Like it wasn't successful. Correct. In that way. And you're saying that it was because of the merging of the companies at the time, right?
Correct. There was nothing. We did it.
Put it like this: Atlantic wasn't signing. Atlantic, just straight up Atlantic. Because if you look at our logo, I mean the logo of the record, it has the original Atlantic Records logo. It wasn't a subsidiary. It was a subsidiary, right? So it was only two groups that was signed: us and Original Flavor. So correct. Dame had Original Flavor. I ain't gonna have Mesanjarz.
Shout out to Ski and Tone, man.
Shout out to my man Ski and Tone.
But you guys had some good features on there. Not only Lauryn Hill, Lord Finesse, and then Joe appeared on a song too.
We had we had Fat Joe. We had Cool G Rap.
Right, Cool G Rap.
Finesse.
We had Lord Finesse. We had Lil Heck from Forest Projects. Original Terror Squad member. Shout outs to my man Lil Heck. He was on there. He did a skit for us. That's during the days when artists did full bodies of work.
Right.
So we actually had skits. We had songs. It was a whole body of work. When you buy an album, it was a project. You buying a movie basically. You buying a audio movie. You know what I'm saying? A movie that, and then you make the visual yourself.
So pretty much you could just say we was ahead of our time. A whole lot ahead of our time.
Very much so.
Put it like this: if you Google us or say go on YouTube and put Mesanjarz of Funk, you're gonna see thousands and thousands of views and people revering us, saying, "Oh, the '90s, this is real hip hop. This is such and such, whatever." In the source, they gave us like a 3.5 and shit mics and shit like that. They was just like explaining that like these niggas is like jazz musicians. They like, you know what I'm saying? They riffs and rhythms is like all over the place. That is dope and shit. They're very experimental and shit like that. Because we was an experimental group. I want to call us a Latino group. I want to call us just a group that made, you know what I'm saying, that spit Latino bars, like bars in Spanish and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We did whatever the fuck we wanted to do.
We had Lord Finesse on there on the production. He did like 2 tracks.
Tony Dofat.
Keyboard Money Mike. We had Tony Dofat like at
the Heavy D shit.
At the top of his career. He was doing You Can't See What I Can See by Heavy D. He got Mary J. Blige. We call him at the top of his career. DJ Premier did the remix for us. We used to sit in the crib. Shout outs to Primo. Always Love. We was in Primo's crib. We went to his crib out in Queens.
Yo, keep it flowing.
And he put the beat together there for us on the spot. Like
Keep it flowing and Funk in the Trunk remixes. Premier did that.
Yeah, Premier did those.
It's just his name is just not on there, so we put it there.
What else? Who else we had on there?
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. Who?
Right? No. We ain't have Lauryn Hill.
We didn't have Lauryn Hill.
No.
L Boogie, you talking about?
Oh, okay.
L Boogie. Shout out to L Boogie.
Yeah,
that was our put on somebody new and shit. We supposed to have our man Raj and shit.
It's my man Lord I Kim. Everybody knows Lord I Kim.
And that's my nigga. Like,
shout out to you.
Fuck with him heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's the guy.
He got busy. Busy. It was a song called Flip the Script. This nigga killed it. But it was me, Pearl, L Boogie,
and Lord Finesse.
You know what I'm saying? And a matter of fact, shout out to my man Pat. You know what I'm saying? I know he did the alphabetical slur and all that, but back then I think I was one of the first that did like.
It was only you and Queso.
Queso, like that's doing like spelling and letters and shit, like with the T's and shit. You say like T, you know what I'm saying? Like kick that for you, you know, give it away. But Pat, nice.
Pat killed that little
bit. You know what I'm saying? Pat, you know what I'm saying? But I think he came from that lineage. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like that type of style.
Just for the record, that Easy to Block Captain lyrical that was
court. Why would you do that?
Let's talk about that in a bit. Let's talk about that in a bit. Go on.
I'm telling you to say shit like that.
Let's talk about that in a bit. But
don't do that. All we got beef in the game as it is.
I pull up to the next event with you. Ain't nothing happening. You know we do it. It's still the same.
Overall, would you guys say that the experience with Atlantic was terrible? Because Atlantic has like a terrible reputation. A lot of people say that they're not a good company.
It was terrible based on the conditions, but once again, now we naive to the music industry. So I don't know what it is to have a good experience in the music business. So all of that, get me, and I'm calling radios. This is exciting for me. I'm actually really talking to whoever I'm talking to program directors in California.
Right.
Program directors in Arizona, like, yo, this is what we got. And they was really like, oh, send me the stuff. We really going to the post office and mailing stuff out. Like, we the ones doing everything. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're doing like independent work almost.
Right.
on a major label.
Right, right.
So it was now that I think about it, it was a bad experience, but it gave me a lot of experience on how the music industry works. You understand what I'm saying? So I know a lot of stuff about the music industry that artists that I'm working with now and stuff like that, they gonna be good when we put it all together. You understand what I'm saying?
So time tells all. At the end of the day, even though the experience with Atlantic was rocky and shit, the people that we dealt with, as far as the Kevin Woodleys and the Amelia Moores and Eric Skinners and shit, we got mad love for them because they showed us the ropes on a lot of things, radio programming, tour sets and all that other stuff. So we got the knowledge from the inside and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was just pretty much it for us. And we just toughed it out as much as we could because we were still, to be honest with you, even though we had great representation, meaning like, you know what I'm saying, with us, B.O. and iGard and them and stuff like that, it's still a thing where we're like two knuckleheads coming straight off the streets doing knucklehead shit. Cause I'm telling you, when you think the streets is fucking crazy, the industry at that time had street dudes in it too.
Oh, it was nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they had motherfuckers like, yeah, like you may know who Tretch is, but Tretch is man's man, and all them other niggas is the niggas to look out for because they the wild ones and shit like that or whatever.
It was nuts.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't want to be, okay, we the rappers and the niggas behind us is the wild ones. No, we was the wild ones and we was rappers at the same fucking
It's like Jay-Z said, around that time, you couldn't talk about it if you ain't did it. Because if you talked about it, it was going to put you to the test.